It's MyEd with Jeff. Seriously, it's MyEd with Jeff. Oh, okay, why isn't it taking a picture? Oh, it's taking a video. Using a saved query to create your own filters. So when we log into MyEdBC, we see our pages page, the home page basically, and it'll have in here our list of current classes. But when we go to the attendance page, we see all of our classes for the year. And that's because the presets for the system only allow for basic filtering to this year's classes. If you look here under the Champagne class, you'll see the filter menu. And the filter menu is where you can uh, use filters to pull things out to make sure that you're just looking at the courses that you want. Well, default, it only goes to current classes or all records. What you have to do is to create your own filter to make your list here smaller. And so you do that by going to Options, Query, and creating your own query, which makes your own filter. So we're going to go here and do things by term. So there's a drop-down menu right at the top that says the tables, and you go to Schedule Term and go to Code in the next one. And then because it's Q4, I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to select Q4. It says exactly matches Q4. And then I click on this Add button. So I have now a query into the system that says, what can you please just show me my Q4 class? I have to save this query. Okay, so I have to make it something that I can come back to. So when I click on Save As, I get another menu. There's one thing MyEdBC is good at, it's menus, down here. And so if I'm going to save it, I'm going to save it however, like in a way that makes sense to me. So I'm going to just call this 4-quarter. And then it says down here, save as filter. So I'm going to save this as a filter. And then I get the option to put it to the top of my list. With this option to move to the top of the list, you never want to select that. That is not an option for you. Do not select it. It will cause your account to go into total destruction mode. So don't move to the top of my list, but do make sure that you've selected Save as Filter, and then you just press the Save button and go on from there. And you'll see my query has been saved. Now I X out of this, and you'll notice I'm still seeing all these things. Okay, but I saved it as a filter. So when I go back to the champagne glass and click on the filter menu, the top result on here is the one that I created. So it is all the classes that match that query. So if I click on it, you'll see just your 4th-quarter class. This is particularly useful for those of us who have multi-grades. My stagecraft class, for example, had 5 different blocks for all the different grade levels, and also then the level of proficiency and skill or experience. I've seen art teachers' class lists that are just crazy. And then, of course, our dedicated support teachers who have many students in different grades appearing in the same block. When you go to gradebook, you will automatically get that error. When you go to gradebook, you'll see that your list is still fully populated with all your classes. So between attendance and gradebook, you will see that it has not been filtered at all. And if you go to the filter menu, your filter that you just made doesn't appear on the list. So you can go to manage filters, and now you see just the default ones. You can add a filter based on the ones that you've created. So you just go to plus new, and you'll see your forecourt is the first option on this list. You can click on OK and then save that. Now in your list at the bottom, you'll see forecourt, and you can go ahead and filter it. Okay? The advantage of this, of course, is that you can decide what things you see on the screen so that you can access these things quicker. Okay? If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me on Teams, send me a text or a chat, as it's called in Teams.